guys, I found this recipe on Pinterest from the blog I Wash You Dry. It is for cheesy taco sticks, and it looked too good not to try and not to share with you guys. So we're going to be making these for the first time together. What you will need is the classic crust, the pizza crust from Pillsbury. I'm using 96 lean, 4% fat ground beef. We'll be using 5 of these reduced fat Colby Jack cheese sticks. We're going to be making taco meat essentially, so you only need 1 packet, but we get the family size. So I'll be using 1 packet's worth of taco seasoning for the beef, the 1 pound of beef. We're gonna have some garlic powder, and then we are gonna be using the I can't believe it's not butter spray. However, the recipe calls for 4 tablespoons of melted butter and some parsley to go in with garlic powder, and I believe that is going to be brushed on the top once we get done and ready to put these in the oven. So I'm going to be taking you along on the way that I make these a little bit more point friendly, and each stick is going to be worth 5 smart points. So we will see if they are worth it. So here we've got our ground beef. We're browning that. This is 1 pound, and then we are going to, once this is done, we're going to drain any excess fat and put it back in the pan, and we're only going to add the taco seasoning. We're not going to add any water. So once we do that, I will bring you back. We're just going to make sure that it is it gets fully coated with the taco seasoning, and then we are going to set it aside to make sure that it cools thoroughly. Okay, now that we have our ground beef done, drained back into the pan, I went on and put the taco seasoning in. Remember, no water, so it's going to be dry. You just want to make sure that all of your meat is coated with the taco seasoning and that is mixed very well. So while we let that cool, we're going to come over here and unroll our pizza crust. So I will prep the camera up so you guys can see how I'm doing that, and then I will tell you how I am going to cut it. Okay, so I didn't want to stretch it too thin because I want it to still keep its shape. I do recommend taking it out of the fridge for a little while, maybe while you're cooking your meat, to kind of get the chill off of it, because if it's too cold, it will continue to roll and shrink. So we're going to cut it lengthwise down the middle, and then we're going to cut 4 sections so that you will have 5 at the top and then 5 at the bottom. So we're making 10 taco sticks. So here's what that ends up looking like. Again, you want to do 1 down the lengthwise, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 up and down to make 5 on the bottom and 5 at the top, so 10 servings. Now we are ready to fill them up. Okay, now we are ready to fill our dough with the taco meat and the cheese. So the recipe says to put about a tablespoon or more in each pocket, and then put half a cheese stick in, and then make sure that all of the seams are sealed. However, whenever I'm, let me zero this out. Whenever I am putting in 1 tablespoon, last time I did it, I only got, yes, 0.38 ounces. So what I did, I just kept adding some until I got to 0.5 ounce, and then that's what I put in my tracker. So 0.5 ounces looks like this. So that's what I'm going to fill each one up, and then I will bring you back whenever I'm adding in the cheese, and then we'll go from there. Okay, now that I've gotten all of the taco meat on each one of the little rectangles, we are now going to use 5 of the reduced fat cheese sticks, cut them in half, and lay each one out, and then close these up. So what I did find out was that, or what I ended up doing was just measuring out a heaping tablespoon of taco meat, because measuring it specifically in the cup at 0.5 ounces was a little redundant. So I just did a heaping tablespoon, knowing that it wasn't quite 0.5, but counting it as 0.5 ounces of taco meat. So what I'm doing is I'm just pulling the sides in the middle first. I found it easier that way, so I'm making sure that the seams are pulled nice and tight without pulling holes, and then I'm pinching the ends just to make sure everything is closed up in there. So again, the middle, work your way to the end, close that end up, and then work your way to the other end and close that end up, making sure that they are nice and sealed. Okay, this is what they look like from here. I'm going to get these on a greased baking sheet, or probably put some no-stick foil down and put them on a baking sheet, and then I will spray the top with some spray butter and sprinkle on some of the garlic powder. So I will probably also put the seams down so that they can bake without having the seams pop open like that. Okay, so I sprayed them with some spray butter, just sprinkled a little bit of the garlic powder on there. I used this McCormick's just regular garlic powder, and then the, I can't believe it's not butter, original. And those are going to go into a preheated oven, 425, for 10 to 12 minutes, or until they are golden brown. So I cannot wait to see how these turn out. I did go ahead and spray the foil with some cooking spray, as well as the nonstick foil, only because I know if these do burst or the cheese leaks out at all, it would be a huge mess. So I hope these come out great. I can't wait. Okay, so while those are in the oven, I put them on 10 minutes. I'm going to check them and then see if they need the additional 2. But I have a lot of taco meat left over. So this would be a good recipe for maybe leftover taco meat. I think that would be, I'm always looking for things to do with leftover taco meat. So this might be a really good recipe to remember to do that with, because now I have a lot of taco meat left over for this recipe. Okay, so I just got these out. They are perfect. Look how golden and pretty they are. They did not stick thanks to my foil and my cooking spray, but they did bust. So I would make sure that you pay extra special attention to making sure that they are sealed. But once these cool, I'm going to open one and show you guys what they look like. But since we changed the amount of ground beef that we put in there, these are only going to be 4 smart points a piece on the blue plan. Wow, I cannot wait to dig into these. Okay guys, so I have my 2 taco cheesy sticks for 4 smart points a piece for lunch here. I also put a side of non-fat Greek yogurt. Not sure if you can see that. Plain Greek yogurt as my quote-unquote sour cream. And then I also put on top some of the taco sauce. So both of those will be 0 smart points for my dipping sauce here. But let's see how these look. Oh, that looks real good. Look at that. Oh my gosh. 4 smart points apiece. Yes, please and thank you. Ooh, I'm so excited to try these. I will give you guys a report when I come back. I did take them out after 10 minutes. I'm not sure if I said that already, but just so you know, they are perfect. They're nice and fluffy, cheesy. Okay, I'm gonna try these and I will report back. Hey guys, so those cheesy taco sticks were so good. I'm so glad that I did make a dipping sauce for them because of the crust was so thick, it did have like a dry tendency. So as long as you have something to dip it in, I bet it would be really good with like a nacho con queso, or what is it? Yeah, salsa con queso, like a cheese dip. That would be really good. But if you like this type of content and me doing recipes, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know if you plan on trying these or if you've seen them. I will also be linking the blog that I got the recipe from on Pinterest down below. And until next time, I'll see you soon.